Greetings, my healers, this is Nick Hentel, and welcome back to Pokemon Academy Life Forever! Now, it's Saturday morning, and we finished our battle with Dawn on Friday, yesterday. Yeah, Friday was yesterday. Not in real life, though. So, now we're in the research center, and here's Sonia. Extinct. Wait a minute, I went too fast, sorry. Extinct? That's right. I'm sorry, I wish I could tell you more about it, but my specialties are Galarian myth history and astrobiology. And, your Pikachu doesn't quite appear to be from Galar, or space. They were a Univern regional variant of Pikachu, though. It was called Pikachu's Liberation form. The first president of Unova famously had one. But if the species had been extinct for hundreds of years, then how did lightning turn into it? My tests so far are coming up with simple conclusion. Go on then. This did not appear to be a case of evolution. This seems to be a form of change, of the kind that other Pokemon such as Castform or Darmanitan have exhibited. I propose we dub this new form change Liberation in reference to your Pikachu's historical roots. Huh, I thought so. It looks too similar to a Pikachu to be a full evolution. Not even close to being a Raichu. Well, somewhat similar to a Raichu with the cheeks and the slightly orange fur. And the brown paws. Those Pokemon usually revert back when battle is over, though. Oh, my bad, they're black paws. I guess he does look kinda different outside of battle.
Pikachu!
Seems this transformation does not require an immediate threat to take on his Seems this transformation does not require an immediate threat to take on his enhanced form then. Or perhaps it transforms when it sees a real threat worth fighting and then that form just stays? Why, yes of course, the legendary beasts of Galar were said to take on a stronger form when the moment called for it, weren't they? Yes, their crowned forms were. Oh, Lightning didn't like that. Whoa, what's wrong, Lightning? Seriously, why did you call him Pikachu? His name is Lightning! This game has some errors, I tell you.
Pikachu!
He seemed to react negatively when you mentioned the scientific classification of Zacian and Zamazenta's forms. Perhaps that has some connection to this ability of his, whatever it might be. Right. I'm glad that we're, thinking about figuring out what he is now, but the main reason I brought him in was because I was worried about those shards of rock in his stomach. Oh, that was the entire reason I ran these tests. Lad, they're entirely gone. They seem to have been consumed by lightning as a fuel for his evolution. Man! His stomach is empty, quite empty in fact. I might recommend upping the amount of food you give him. Did he pay you to say that?
Pikachu!
I see the mischievous smirk on your face, Lightning, and your lidded eyes. Half-lidded eyes. In any case, since we don't know anything about what Lightning is, or what he might have become, I strongly recommend you keep him by your side at all times so as to keep an eye on him. Of course, that's what I do anyway. Hey, Professor Oak? Yes, lad? Where did you get Lightning from? I always figured you caught him in Viridian Forest, but I'm guessing that's not the case anymore. Oh! Oh ho ho! No, not at all, lad. This Pikachu was given to me by a former student named Brock. Not a student here, you understand, but I taught him much of what he knows. Do you know where Brock caught this Pikachu? I'm afraid not, but I assume it was somewhere here in Kobukan. Brock sent it back to me shortly after he left Kanto for Kobukan. Do you know how far I could get in contact with this Brock? Oh, I know this one. He works in the nursing department. As a volunteer, I think. He was here last year as well. Huh. I'll have to drop by and talk to him then. What's wrong with Lightning? Look at his eyes. Oh, he's getting dizzy. Later, though, I think Lightning and I have earned a break. I'm planning on just spending this weekend chilling out. Maybe catch up on some homework I missed. Isn't that right, Lightning? Oh! Lightning? Are you okay? What's happening? Lightning is hacking, coughing, and retching as though he's trying to throw up a hairball. Wait, buddy, are you... Suddenly, a large clump of something falls out of his mouth. Inspecting the pile closer, it appears that they are teardrop-shaped gems? Ooh, pretty. Sam, I thought you said that his stomach was empty. It certainly was. What are... Good lord! Emeralds, my boy! Quickly, we need to get them into the... Quickly, we need to get them into a containment unit! Professor Oak snatches the gems from your hand and quickly runs off to the back of the laboratory. Emeralds? A type of gem. They're not usually seen in a solid form like that, though. Most of the time, they're just a dusty powder. Emeralds exist in a wholly unstable state. Even attempts in laboratories to solidify their structure haven't managed to produce anything that stays stable for more than 10 minutes. They can only coalesce in an environment saturated with mysteriosity. Mysteriosity? A natural phenomenon that certain wild locations seem to exhibit. Woods, caves, oceans. We don't know much about it though. Anytime humans move into an area with mysteriosity, the mysteriosity fades in a matter of days. So unless Professor Oak can get those gems into a wood or a big cave without being there, they'll just break apart in a couple minutes. That's the sum of it. The wishing stars of Galar do a similar thing when taken too far from Eternatus, actually. Of course, Eternatus is pretty big, so its effect is equal over the entire planet largely. I guess that makes sense. What I'm not sure of is, hey Lightning, how did those end up in your stomach? Guess you don't know, huh? You and Sonia make small talk for a couple of hours before Professor Oak returns. I have a theory. Professor Oak holds out his hand, and the gems are still there, whole and unblemished. What? I believe that the meteorite was not consumed entirely by Lightning's transformation. Rather, I believe that he still has a tremendous amount of energy within him. We have seen how Lightning's distinctive tail has grown larger from the transformation, and the starburst patterns on his cheeks certainly evoke the idea of energy exploding out of him. However, that only explains how he might vent the excess energy from the meteorite's shards. The matter in question is still unaccounted for. Ergo, my theory is that the matter has crystallized into this emerald-like form. As these are not emeralds and merely resemble them strongly, I suggest a new name. While emeralds were named after their ephemeral nature, it would do to name these new gems after their permanency. May I suggest perhaps foreveralds? As a promanto of forever and emerald, I find it quite clever. Sorry, I had to reread that in my head. That word, I mean. It sounds like you're saying forever old, though, just like your grandmother. Professor Magnolia, no offense. I mean, sorry. Oh. Yes, I suppose that's right. Cut the D then. Foreverall sounds like an attractive enough title for my next paper. Okay. Should we get Lightning some tummy medication then? Lad, I don't think you understand just what monumental occurrence this is for science. No, I definitely don't. Lightning has not only managed to somehow transform into a member of an extinct species, but has also managed to mesticize whole, stable emerald-like gems within his own body. I cannot begin to describe how extraordinary this is. His gut flora must be fascinating. Cool, and what exactly should I do? Well, your admission to Blueberry Academy is quite off the table now. You simply must stay here for observation. Thank you, Professor Oak. So, the same deal as before then? In any case, it seems your issues with your classmates should be resolved now. I saw your speech. Quite well put. I can't imagine anyone should have any problems with you after that. Well, there are still some people out there who are in a bad mood, especially the moody students like Hilbert, Misty, Silver, etc. Oh, Sam. For now, I might suggest that you take these foreveralls and take good care of them. Really? You don't want to run tests on them? I certainly do, and I'd appreciate if you drop in often, such that I may run more. But if you did say that you wanted today to be a day of relaxation, and... excuse me. But you did say that you wanted today to be a day of relaxation, and I've run a decent number of tests already. My understanding is that these Foreveralls are attuned to a certain kind of Pokémon. If you were to give these Foreveralls to a Pokémon, that Pokémon should have its abilities enhanced. I do not understand what rhyme or reason there is to it. It seems to enhance a Pokémon by altering its DNA, similar to an evolutionary stone, but the changes seem to be based on something no less arbitrary than the Pokémon's wishes. Nevertheless, I'm certain some sort of practical battle application can be found for this. Oh, like an item? Partially, but as this is uncharted territory, and these gems are quite small, I can't imagine there's any harm in giving a Pokémon both an item and a Foreverall. Oh, awesome! There's one more thing. Lightning, as the source of these Foreveralls, seems as though he could be compatible with any Foreverall, or possibly even combinations of Foreveralls. Interesting. However, in order to avoid overtaxing his system before we know what he's capable of, and better understand the nature of Foreveralls, I might recommend you give him only one at a time for now. Okay. You now have access to Foreveralls. And they're right here on the bottom right of the screen above the pack. The battle pack. The mechanics of these will be explained shortly, but for now, why don't you experiment? Sure, game. What a mystery. Liberization and Foreveralls. Perhaps it is a good thing my Phrenergy research has hit a dead end. You're definitely giving me enough to focus on for now, lad. You're welcome, Professor Oak. Of course, Pokemon-human psychosociology is my field of study, not so much any of this. It really might be time to call in an expert, someone who knows the ins and outs of battle, a peerless researcher and historian, perhaps even an archaeologist. This is an awkward silence. Okay, there we go. Well, I can think of a few options I may want to reach out to. For now, lad, please, just enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Professor Oak. It's still morning, so we have plenty of time to do stuff, but first let's take a look at the Foreveralls. Okay, we have the Eevee Everall, the Bagon Everall, and Cramorant Foreverall. So, you have about 2 pages of Foreveralls that you can obtain. And in order to obtain them, you have to have a level 3 bond with a certain character. And if you rank up with the said characters, once they're at level 3, then Lightning will cough up more Foreveralls. So let's take a look at the Eevee Everall, for example. What would you like to do with this Foreverall? Read description. This is the Eevee Everall. Lightning will create it when you reach a bond level of 3 with Blue. When equipped to an appropriate Pokémon, it has following effects. Gains proficiency from Fire, Water, Electric, Dark, Psychic, Grass, Ice, and Fairy types, the 7 evolutions. When used on the appropriate Pokémon, it can teach the following moves. Tackle. That's pretty lame. When given to Lightning, his Electric type will be replaced by Normal. Okay, so... if you reach a level 3 bond with a certain character and rank up with them, then Lightning will cough up 3 Foreveralls. So we reached a level 3 bond with Blue, so you know, Lightning coughed up 3, Eevee, Bagon, and Cramorant. So let's go back. Now I'm thinking about catching up on my Ice type. Let's read the traits. 13.5, and by studying in the academy, you get 0.5 points, so I'm going to study for now. For the morning. Now, which type should I focus on? Ice. It looks like Hilbert's in the library right now. Should I study with him? Sure, why not? Get his mood up a little bit. You spend some time studying Ice-type Pokemon with Hilbert. He's smiling, that's good. Your Ice proficiency increased to 14. Your Ice-type Pokemon can reach level 14. Now we're moving on to Noon. Let's take a look at Hilbert on our socials, shall we? Social page. Hey! Go back to the social page. Oh, and Ash, Cotton Ball's sister, has gone to eat. Now, where's Hilbert? Hilbert, there you are. So his mood is content. So he had +3 so 3 mood points were added after I studied with him, so +2 minus 3 equals -1, so his previous mood was discontent. The next day I'll have +2 bonds and -1 mood, and he'll be back to normal. I mean, mellow. If a character's mood is at 0, then the mood is mellow. For example, like May, mood 0, next day no change. And I have some characters that are ready to rank up, but for most of them, I'm going to wait until they reach, I'm at a level 3 level with them, if I get the chance, and then I'll rank up and get some more forever-alls. Hey, don't click on Aura Hall. Now I'm going to Inspire a City now. Go to the city. There's something here that you can do on Saturday morning, or maybe Sunday morning as well, depending on which day you pick to go to the city. Seek out Yellow and her friend at the café. After all she did, she was going to the café with a friend. You walk into an unfamiliar café. You actually remember this café from the impromptu restaurant tour that Leaf dragged you on a while ago, though you're looking forward to enjoying it at your own pace. In the corner, you see a familiar woman talking with someone slightly less familiar, though still recognizable. And how are your quarter clash matches? It's Wally, the grasshead. That's her friend. Fine. It wasn't easy though. I only barely scraped out a win on my 3rd match. I think I made a mistake coming here. Why? Why? Because I only barely won! I didn't win though. Does that mean I made a mistake coming here, Wally? No, of course not, but you want to be a Pokémon nurse, right? You don't need to be a strong battler. I do, if I'm going to... Wally seems sick. Sorry, I meant I need to get stronger if I'm going to get what I want. It looks like your cough's getting worse. Well, at least Yellow's... just a thought. At least Yellow spends time with someone other than Blue. Thank you. It's just a little... Wait a minute, did I read that? Oh yeah, I did. It's just a little bug going around. That time of year, you know. It's May. What about her? Wally, she was talking about the month. What? What? Sorry, I thought you were saying something about May. I don't know who that is. Is she in the nursing course? No, she wants to be a coordinator. Oh. Actually, I think Leaf might have mentioned one of her old roommates was named May. Is May Brendan's girlfriend? Yes, last I checked. There we go, May x Brendan is... Hoenn shipping is canon in this game. They're both taken, so hands off. Actually, I dormed with those two. May and Brendan and I were all friends back in Hoenn, but as they became a couple, you know, there wasn't really room for me. So, couple episodes ago, May mentioned that Brendan found a guy to dorm with, so it's most likely this guy that he mentioned, Wally. Hoenn trio reunited. I hoped we could reconnect here in Kobukan, but it looks like there's still a thing, and their thing... Yeah, poor Wally, he's pretty much a third wheel. It gets loud at night, if you catch my drift. He's blushing, oh my god, they're doing couple stuff. May and Brendan, I mean. Oh, I see. My dorm also gets pretty loud too. Ugh, I don't get why the student council decided to let men and women dorm together. I was perfectly happy with the old arrangement. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I meant, Leaf snores really loudly. Leaf snores really loudly, and Blue sneaks out of the dorm at night, and, well, I think it's better if I don't mention the noises I hear from Ethan's room. Noises from Ethan's room meaning that he has nightmares. Ethan has nightmares. They must be pretty scary, aren't they? Gotcha. You dorm with Red too, right? The one who gave that big speech in front of everyone? I've heard some weird stories about him. Yes, but he's really nice in person. He even tolerates Blue. Ha! You told me how Ha! You've told me how hard that is. Maybe I'd like to meet this guy. Hey, he's not like a blabbermouth, is he? He won't tell anyone about me being here. I've been trying to stay pretty unnoticed so far. Oh, trust me, Red is good at keeping secrets. And look at that, there's a portrait of Lugia on the wall. That thing with Lycia was too close. If someone back home saw me on TV, then... You're not in trouble, are you, Wally? I haven't had a whole lot of time to talk to him, but I don't think he's like that. Alright. Well, it looks like Yellow is going to get to know Red a little better since Red wants to hang out with Yellow, next week, as he said. Cheer up, Yellow. It was just all the excitement of the quarter clashes. As soon as we go back to classes, I should be fine again. Maybe I should wear a mask. Yeah, you definitely should wear a mask. If you're sick, you'd better not spread your sickness to other people. I wish I could heal you. Oh, for instance, in a Sailor Moon episode, Rei Hino wore a mask when she was sick in public. It's not that bad. It's really just a cough. Every time I walk into the infirmary and see Grusha laid out on the table, or Jasmine shivering under her blankets, I gotta ask myself if I should even be there. Pain isn't a competition. The existence of others' hurt doesn't invalidate yours. Ha! Ha! Which fortune cookie did you get that one off of? Oh, look at that. 3 bond points and +3 mood. Now let's take a look at Wally. Where's Wally? Look at that, -1. Experience. Next day, +2 bond, -1 mood, and he's happy. That's good. So, Larimar is ready to level up, so it's been a long time since we sought out Silver's gang, so that's where we're going next. Let's see, who should I put? To gain more experience. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Larimar's at the top so he can level up to 14. It's about time for him to level up. Seek out Silver... And learn no move. Seek out Silver's gang. Hi, Roughneck. Long time no see. A gamble battle? Finally! No more instant ramen for me! Bring it on, Roughneck! Oh, it's a triple battle! Nice! Oh, and higher leveled Pokémon. Well, one Nidoran is at level 17. So use... Ice Shard on Zubat, that's recommended. Future Sight on this Nidoran. And Bite on this other Nidoran. Ice Shard is super effective. Hey! I was supposed... I thought I clicked on this Nidoran, not this one, for Future Sight. Oh, Howlights! Oh my god. Hang in there. Ice Shard on Zubat. And Shroud. And, Dragon Rage. Okay, Zubat is gone. Bye-bye. Good job, Larimar. You leveled up. And he's going to learn Water Pulse. So, of course, Water Pulse may confuse the opponent, and it's stronger than Water Gun, so get rid of Water Gun. Forget that. Larimar forgot Water Gun and learned Water Pulse. Good boy, Larimar. Okay. Zubat, another one. Great. Okay. Ice Shard on Zubat. Bite on Nidoran Male. And you use Headbutt. Okay, Zubat is gone. Great. So there are these 2 male Nidorans. And a third one, my god! God damn it. Okay, 1 Nidoran is gone. Thank you, Savage. And this gamble battle is tougher. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Holly, your future vision came true. Good job, boy. Alright. Now you use, Water Pulse on this Nidoran. Bite on this Nidoran, maybe. And you use Dragon Rage on Skrelp. Ah, Nidoran's gone. Good. Man, I hate those updated cries. Oh, it's not very effective on Skrelp because he's a... Wait a minute. I forgot what sex they were. They were a water type. But thank you, Skrelp. I mean, thank you, Savage, not Skrelp. God, I'm getting those names mixed up. And another Skrelp, great. So, use Confuse Ray, maybe? Bite. And Dragon Rage. Let's see what'll happen. Okay. Alright, teamwork, thank you. Thank you, boys and girl. Thank you. Now I get the prize money. The Roughnecks have been defeated. You won 1,193 Pokédollars. Thank you, Roughneck. And look at that! Over 14,000 Pokédollars. That's awesome. So we're gonna heal my party and head back to campus. So I suppose the more gamble battles I have with the Roughnecks, the more money I obtain. That's great. Eventually, Red is going to have to pay for his tuition in a couple months. Are you sure you want to head back to campus? Doing so will end this free time. Yes, please. Yes, I'm sure. It's evening, so there's one more thing I want to do on Saturday. Something important. Let's take a look at the social. And look, Leaf is at level 3. And, Red's relationship with her is pursued. We need to do something about that. Since we're ready to rank up and she's at level 3, we're gonna get some forever rolls from her, so let's go rank up with her, shall we? Rank up, find Leaf. You wanna find Leaf? Yes, go looking for Leaf. Hi, Leaf. Hey, Leaf. Red! There you are! Didn't get enough of me in the dorm, Well, what do you want to do? Wanna hang out? Perchance to dream? Yeah, actually. You're always bringing me to places and making plans. Figure I'd return the favor. Ha! I appreciate it, but it's probably for the best that I'm the one making the plans here. Hey! What do you mean by that? Be honest with me, Red. Where would you take me? He's thinking... The fields? For a run? You know Leaf doesn't like running. And that's why you leave the planning to me, sweet cheeks. I'm feeling very offended right now. Hey, chill! I'll buy you something nice to make up for it. How about some ice cream? Ah, sorry. I forgot that's a sore point with you. It's alright. I mean, it's not really a sore point. It's just a fact. I'm poor. What's going through Leaf's mind, I don't know. Your house was nice. Tiny, but yeah, nice, yeah. Still, I have no idea how I'm going to pay for it. Kobukan, I mean, not my house. You've probably figured out how I got in, right? Not entirely, but I get the feeling that old Samuel Oko's pretty involved. That's the ballpark. What about you? Not how you got into Kobukan, but, I mean, your thing about water. It's pretty obvious at this point you're kinda seriously hydrophobic. Aquaphobic. The condition's called aquaphobia. Hydrophobia is caused by rabies. No, it's not. Hydrophobia has something to do with molecules, or molecular things. As I've learned in my biology class in college. Please don't mention college. And... So, Lieutenant Surge used hydrophobia, but the correct term is aquaphobia. Yeah, Lieutenant Surge's, vocabulary isn't that strong. Oh. Well? Well, a girl has to keep her secrets. Would you be down to play 20 questions for your backstory then? Sure, but what do I get if I win? Huh? If I'm playing for your backstory, then aren't I the one that can win? Aren't I the one that can win? Yeah, but if you can't figure it out, then that means I win. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Alright, first question. Where are you from? Aw, man. What? You got it in one question! Huh? Your tragic backstory is just where you came from? Yep. I'm not sure how that's possible. Seriously? You're a Cantonian from Palatine, right? Yeah. And you can't think of a single location that is inexorably interwoven with catastrophically tragic eventualities? Stop using 5-syllable words. I got a C+ in my Japanese class in Palette High. That's not fair. Dude, it's like 50 miles directly south of Palette. I got a C+ in my geography class too. Holy shit, you are literally not a functional human being. That's the harsh truth. Bit hurtful. Sorry. But at least it's lighter than Blue calling him a waste of space or an idiot. All good. Now tragic backstory? Oh, right. It's Cinnabar Island. Wait! Holy shit, I actually do know that one! The volcano erupted, right? And the island was obliterated. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but my family lived right on the shore, in a laboratory. We gathered up our Pokémon, helped our neighbors evacuate, and were miles away by the time the lava started flowing. Oh, so it didn't actually, hurt you or anyone you knew? Hey, my childhood home went out in flames! That's plenty of trauma, I'll have you know! Sorry, I was just expecting, I don't know, more death. Well, sorry to disappoint, dickhead. On a serious note though, you said you lived in a laboratory? Oh yeah, a fossil restoration laboratory, kinda my parents' specialty. Scientists? The best! They actually worked with Dr. Blaine, who I think is a teacher at the school. Yeah, Instructor Blaine teaches the fire-type elective. Huh, well that's pretty cool. Hey, thanks for being cool about the Cinnabar thing. What do you mean? Believe it or not, most people when I tell them that figure that I'm actually super broken about it, and I've secretly never recovered. It's all be sensitive and junk after that. Nah, I can tell you're fine. You're strong. Even though flying across the ocean terrified you, you still did it. For me, and that means a ton. Hey, cool it, Skippy! Nah, I think I'm just going to praise you more. After all, you do it enough, so you can't be too upset when someone else does it, right? God, you'd be so cute if you just would learn to keep your mouth shut. I've been told that's a flaw, yeah. So, now I know what triggered her fear of water, but it sounds like the volcano was the bigger problem there. I don't get it. Shouldn't she be afraid of fire then? Or rather, lava. Well, another obvious flaw is that you suck at figuring out where to take a girl. At this point, maybe I should be thankful you turned me down. I've given you enough time to think up a place now. What have you got? Well, it looks like Leaf is getting happier that Red turned her down. That's great, that's a good sign. I was meant to be thinking up a place to go to... I was meant to be thinking up a place to go the whole time? So, you didn't. If I pretend I did, would you believe me? Not a chance, no, but go ahead. The student center. Figured we could get a bite to eat, chat for a bit. Wow, that sounds like a very real and thought-out plan that you definitely didn't come up with just now. You know, my mother always says sarcasm is the lowest form of wit. You know, I wouldn't mind going to a cozy place like the student center in cafeteria. That would be a decent place to chat. I had to pause the recording for a bit, so now I'm back. Yeah, I'm aiming low. Okay, we're going to the student center's cafeteria. Man, it sure is crowded in here. Don't these guys have any studying to do? Why are they all just loitering around? We're not any different. Yeah we are. We're self-aware. That makes anything okay. I learned so many new things around you. I like to think of myself as a teacher. The world deserves to hear my experience. So, what do you want to talk about? Nothing serious, I hope. I mean, I already told you about the destruction of my home planet, so you'd have to go pretty dark to beat that. So, what do you do for fun outside of school? Well, Will I sound like a nerd if I say study? Yeah, nerd. Hey! I don't even wear glasses! Not all where nerds wear glasses, Leaf. There was one Simpsons episode where 2 nerds wore glasses and 1 didn't. No, I get it though. Like, studying from books isn't super fun, but if it's about Pokémon, it becomes fun, right? Yeah, you get it, and battles are just like... Aren't battles just the best thing ever? Yeah, I can hear it now, the roar of the crowd, the flanks of my Pokémon shining as the light catches them. The struggle, the pain, the triumph. The bond between Pokémon and trainer tested to its breaking point in the crucible of combat. The fury of battle, the emotions, the expressions of the other trainer, confidence, rage, fear, and, in the end, the feelings of hands clasped in respect and understanding. I really like battles. Yeah, I can see that you're embarrassed by your outburst, your friendly outburst. I could see it. Huh? I could see it. I could see you standing on the battlefield, commanding a team of Pokémon to victory. Heh, I like you, platonically hopefully from now on. That's the plan. So, my turn to ask a question. What's up with you and Blue? I kinda got the vibe that Blue knew about Phrenergy, and something happened with your friends group back in the day? Ah, well, that's a story. I have time. Clearly. Well, Peloton wasn't very big, but I had a small group of friends. He had a small group of friends, and we were friends with each other ever since we were, like, 6. Ooh, a friends to enemies arc? Wasn't an arc so much as an unexpected and unmasked for plot twist. He'd been getting really moody for a few years before high school started. Puberty? Family problems, I think. He never told me. Anyway, on the first day of high school, he stood up in front of the class and told everyone that he was going to be a Pokémon champion. What, like the first day of Professor Oak's homeroom? Yeah, exactly that. Obnoxious and loudmouthed. Anyway, I did the exact same thing. Big mistake, Red! What? Cut me some slack. I was 14. We ended up having this big argument in front of the class before the teacher ever even did attendance. I guess I'm confused. What was there to fight about? Becoming Pokémon champion was my thing. It's the only future I've ever planned for as long as I can remember. All our friends knew that. He was trying to steal my gimmick. Oh yeah, I do understand how important gimmicks are in high school, but still. Well, I'm not sure you're in the right there. Yeah, looking back on it, it was really a small thing. I mean, in college, who even cares about gimmicks like that? So how come you two haven't made up? Well, I mentioned we had 2 groups of friends, right? By the time we had hit high school, our friends group had merged into one. And when Blue left the group, well, all my friends went with him. So, I guess I was the one who left the group. All of them? Yeah, he told them about Phrenergy and they just kinda avoided me for 4 years. That's awful! I'm so sorry to hear that. Hey, if I didn't cry over your backstory, you can't cry over mine. I'm not. I'm just mad at him. No wonder you set out like a friend-seeking missile as soon as you enrolled here. Oh, Blue's in for it tonight. Yeah, being able to meet a ton of people I didn't know really helped me start over fresh. Well, when we get back to the dorm, I'm going to give Blue such a talking to! Oh god, no, don't do that. Sorry, you don't have a choice. That's just the kind of thing I do for my besties. Thank you, Leaf. Show Blue who's boss. Give him a talking to. Your heart shifts as you feel your relationship with Leaf evolve from pursuit to bestie. There we go. No more pursuing Leaf, please. Let Red try to win Blue's heart. Hanging out with Leaf will now convey an amount of EXP to Grass, Electric, and Dragon Pokémon in your party. This amount will grow the more points you have with Leaf. So, in this case, Lightning and Savage. What? Lightning started coughing. Something's coming out. Your bond with Leaf earned you the Drampa for Everall, Tynamo Everall, and Mareep Everall. Yellow is overjoyed. Now, it's nighttime, so we're going back to our new dorm, Dorm 25. Oh, hi, Yellow. Man, I'm tired. Can't wait to get into bed and conk out for the day. Lightning's tired too. Hey, night, Yellow. Sorry, I haven't really properly introduced myself yet. Let's do something next week, alright? Oops, spoiler alert! Yeah, I mentioned at the cafe that Red wanted to hang out with Yellow. Sorry about that. We have met, though. Well, yeah, I mean, when I landed in the garden with Tia, I kinda said hi, but when I moved in with my last group of roommates, we did a whole bunch of stuff together. I just mean we should do something like that, maybe next week? Oh, okay, haha. Okay, so I guess that's going to happen in week 6, when it comes out. Wait, what are those? You follow Yellow's gaze and see that Lightning is holding a paw full of new Foreveralls. They seem small and misshapen, though. Oh! Those are one of Professor Oak's new discoveries, sort of. They're called Foreveralls. They do some crazy stuff. May I? Go ahead. Yellow examines the Foreveralls closely, turning them over in her hands. You think you see a small yellow glow emanating from Yellow's hands, but surely that's a trick of a light. I really like these. They feel friendly. If you get any more, would you let me see them? Oh, and I forgot to mention that outside of Pledge Hall, from this window you can see the research center. Sure. Heck, keep those ones. I don't think I could use them anyway. Actually, I've got a bunch of them here with me. You share your Foreveralls with Yellow. 6 bond points and 3 mood points. Thank you very much. I'll take a good look at these and see if I can figure something out. Huh, do you have experience with these kinds of things? I don't even know what kind of thing this is yet, so maybe. Fair enough. Now I'm going to bed. Good night, Yellow. Okay, so let's look at the social. Where's Yellow? There you are. See? 12 out of 25 points. We're at level 2 with Yellow. If you gain forever at least 6 Foreveralls in a same day on this particular day, you'll level up to level 2 with Yellow. Anyway, let's get back. I should text someone before I head to bed. Okay, since we haven't seen Blue all day, let's text him. You want to text Blue? Yes, text Blue. Silence it first, and then... I'm in the other goddamn room, you idiot! Just yell! But he's happy. You spent some time yelling at Blue before drifting off to sleep. Hilbert has calmed and is no longer joyful, and some of my bones are going up. Okay, let's see. Let's check out the social with Hilbert. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so it's morning and we're here with Leaf and... Leaf and Blue. Yeah. Let's check out the social. Where's Hilbert? Okay, his mood is mellow right now, at 0. So, I guess starting with him helped. Anyway, yeah, I'm still going to record, so I want to get Sunday over with before the end of week 6. Before the end of this update. Let's move on. Good morning, guys. Don't know why you're asking me. I'm not her damn keeper. Look, we're both her classmate, Blue. The idea of a Pokémon being a Pokémon trainer. It's ridiculous. Yeah, sure, it's a gross abomination against morality or whatever. I'm just asking if you've seen her. And I already told you no! What, do you think I captured her or something? Wouldn't you try to if you had the chance? You said you would. Oh my god, when I said that, I was joking! Why do people always take your jokes in the best possible light, but the moment I try to be funny, I've crossed a line? Maybe because my jokes don't put people down, they just put myself up. Exactly, Leaf. Well, I've got an idea for what... let me start over. Well, I've got an idea for what you can... Oh, god damn it. Well, I've got an idea for what you can put up your... He was about to say ass, I know it. Hey, guys. Hey, Red, how are you doing? Alright, sounds like you two are talking about Tia? Yeah, looks like your pet fled the coop. Not surprised after she had to carry your fat ass for a whole day. It was 16 hours and, once again, I have no body image issues. You're beating against a wall here. Who said I was talking about you? Smell ya? Oh, so he insulted Leaf. Did he just say I've got a fat ass? Well, you do have a fat ass, Leaf, and a massive chest. I wouldn't take it personally, it's kinda how he says hello. That punk! I can't believe I was starting to think he wasn't completely awful. Yeah, that's how he gets ya. Whatever. Hey, if you see Tia, let me know, okay? I haven't been able to track her down since Wednesday. Oh, and speaking of Blue, it seems like he's slowly changing. We're seeing a little bit of progress. We're taking baby steps. Well, he's taking baby steps as well. And as Red mentioned before, he does want to be friends with Red again. I'm a little bit worried someone might have seen her when we were flying in and... What? You think someone might have captured her? No, I'm sure that's not it. She's crazy powerful, you know? I mean, I think. I've never seen her battle, but it seemed like she really wanted to be a Kobukan, and just blowing off the quarter clashes like this is weird. Well, just keep an eye out. Of course. Got plans for today? Are you inviting me somewhere? Nah, just wondering. Alright. Don't really have any big plans, no. Just trying to decompress after the quarter clashes and train up Jigglypuff a bit more. Sounds good. How's she treating you? Jiggaloo! She's a sweetheart. I think she's been looking forward to stretching her limbs after all those years. Limbs? Well, have fun with that. See you later. Alright, we're on campus, and let's take a look at the socials with Leaf. See? Look. Relationship bestie. That's good. See, I told you I would do something about it, that I needed to do something. Okay, so let's check the levels. Check levels. Oh, you want to check in, huh? You should have a team of level 16 Pokémon. Your highest leveled Pokémon is level 18. You're good. Thanks for the advance. But I still need to get my level up with Larimar, so I figured that I'm going to study Ice twice at the academy. Ice twice? That rhymed. Now, which type... Now, which type should I focus on? Ice. It looks like Hilbert is in the library right now. Should I study with him? Sure, get his mood up and bond with him a little bit. You spend some time studying Ice-type Pokemon with Hilbert. There's that smile. Your Ice proficiency increased to 14.5. Your Ice-type Pokemon can now reach level 14. We're moving on to noon. And so, we're going to study again. Now, which type should I focus on? Ice again. It looks like Grusha is in the library right now. Should I study with him? Sure, why not? And we've learned that if you spend some time with Grusha and Jasmine, you gain more points with them than with a normal character. You spend some time studying Ice-type Pokemon with Grusha. Plus 4 points, that's awesome! Your Ice proficiency increased to 15. Your Ice-type Pokemon can now reach level 15. Great. But we're not going to train our Pokemon for now. It's evening. Now let's look at social again. Hilbert, there you are. Plus 2 bond the next day and -1 move. -1 mood. He's happy now. Now where's Grusha? There you are. Plus 2 bond, -1 mood. Mood happy. Alright, now the last thing I want to do is hang out with Blue. Find Blue. You want to find Blue? Yes, hang out. Okay, plus 3 points and plus 3 mood points. You spend some one-on-one time with Blue. Savage and Titanium gained 131 experience points each. That's great. And it's nighttime, so we're back in our dorm. I should text someone before I head to bed. Of course, let's text Blue again. Oh, look at that! His mood is blissful! That's awesome! Blissful is the best mood that you can give a character, as I said. The next day, you'll have plus 5 bond points with him, but -2 mood. So let's get his mood and bond up a little bit with texting. Or rather, yelling. You want to text Blue? Yes, text Blue. Silence at first, and then... I'm in the other goddamn room, you idiot! Just yell! You spend some time yelling at Blue before drifting off to sleep. And we're here with Dean, Drayden, and Janine. But let's take a look at... okay, level sort. So look at this. My highest level with relationship is with Blue. And I predict that during week 6, I'll be at level 5 with him. That's great. So my 3 closest friends, according to the socials page, are Blue, Ethan, and Leaf. Blissful, happy, blissful. Oh, and Ash just went to eat again, seriously. Anyway, let's move on. Janine. Dean, thank you for meeting with me. It's certainly alright. I was out here anyway for a different task. That being said, I do have an office. I don't always need to meet people outside in the garden late at night, but it's more peaceful outside. It's prettier out here though, that too. Quite so. The stars shine again. I feel that perhaps there's a chance they may shine even brighter than before. You don't appear overly enthusiastic. I failed the battle team, Dean. I let one of our members lose in the first round. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm not fit to keep leading the battle team. But at the same time, I absolutely can't quit, not with the way the team is right now. Forgive me, I'm not aware of the specifics of this situation. How did you fail the battle team? Because our team was smaller this year. I didn't think we would have to bother sending parts of us to different areas of Kobukan. Because of this, one of my battle team members was matched up against another, one of them lost, and she became the first battle team member to ever lose in the first round of the quarter clashes. This was match 3 of round 1, yes? Yes. Well, that's not so bad. At least it wasn't matches 1 or 2. That would have been a disaster. Janine, you made a mistake. I am aware that such a thing, for you, is unheard of, but it's a very human trait. It's our humanity that makes life worth living. I think no less of you for a single misstep, especially considering you've been doing this for 3 years. You seem unconvinced, Janine. It's just... No, it's nothing. Come now, I'm not so old I could fail to see the sadness you wear. Is there something I could do? I don't think so. I mean, there is one thing, but... Oh? Something to pull the captain of our esteemed battle team out of the dumps? Please, go ahead. I shouldn't... I mean, it's a hassle, and it might cost you some money, too. Janine, please. Well, if you insist. Let me start over. I gotta tip the next quarter clashes are going to be squad battles. I need you to hire this person. Here's her phone number. She's the leader of the South Star Training Center in Paldea. Who is that? And I need you to give her enough of a salary and housing that she can afford to stay here on campus for the next year. So she's going to be the new captain next year? Eh? This woman is the world's leading expert on squad battles. She's one of the 5 who invented them. If we're going to have an edge against other academies, we need the best training money can buy, and this is it. Also, I'm going to need her here by next Friday. She already has an engagement to teach at Naranjuva Academy, and they're giving her free tuition. You'll need to provide that, and a paycheck. Sound good? I promise this is the only thing that could ever make me happy again. I'm so used to your directness, I suppose I'd forgotten your bloodline's proclivity towards trickery. You gotta mix things up. There's no one strategy that works every time. Yes, well, I suppose. I did agree to this. Very well, you'll have your woman, this... Eri. Thanks, Dean. Bye, Janine, and good night. Well, I believe I just got rather... What was the word? Pwned? Yeah, I miss millennial slang so much. I remember first going on YouTube when I was 11 years old, and I would see slang words like owned and pwned. I miss those kinds of words, not the shitty slang that you see these days. Bring back the word pwned. Oh, and that was back in 2007. I was 11. That pretty much rhymed. No one says that anymore, Daddy. Hi, Iris. Oh, my bad. It seems my vocabulary is no longer lit. In any case, did you make any progress on finding those 2 missing students? Oh, That's what I wanted to tell you about. I'm still looking for them, but my haxor has definitely picked up on a scent. I would bet a ton of donuts that there's a strong dragon in there too. A strong dragon, you say? That's concerning. I hope they're not in any danger. Do you think I should go out again? I'm real tough. If they're in any danger, then shouldn't we rescue them right away? Perhaps we should, but Iris, there is something I must confess. Huh? You aren't the first person I sent out to look for the missing students. I'd hoped that Instructor Will might be able to find the students, given his close connection to one of them, but... So we know that Tia is missing, and who is his other closest student? Who is his best student? It's Sabrina, so Sabrina's missing as well. He has not returned for several days now. And if you go around campus on Saturday and Sunday for the end of week 5, then you'll see that both Tia and Sabrina are missing. You can't hang out with them. He has not returned for several days now. And of course Will is missing as well. It may be time to call in a professional for this task. I fear that declaring the forest safe preemptively might have caused. Needless to say that we'll need to repeal that declaration. Will those people be alright? While the stars still shine, while the stars still shine. And we're fading out. Wait, if you want your save to be compatible with the next version, then press back at the bottom of the screen and save before this dialog box shows up. Yeah, I will do that right now. Okay, I saved, so let's go back to that text box. Okay, after this series of text boxes, there will be the characters will just appear at the end of the game and say thank you for playing and all that stuff, and to hold on for the next update to come out. And after that, the credits will play, and then the game goes back to the main title screen. So, I just want to let you know that I'm recording this episode in late November 30th, the final day, and I did some calculations. So I looked at when I'm going to upload this episode, and it's going to be in late March, on Palm Sunday, of course. And when the next update comes out, I'm going to record that during those times. Well, earlier than that. I predict that the next update will come by either late December or early January. But I'm not going to play the game blind I haven't played this game blind. I'm just going to say I'm not going to play the next update blind. I want to see what happens next. I'm really eager to do that. And so I don't make any fuck-ups on screen while playing blind. I don't want to play blind. So I'm pretty much finished with this update, and I'm going to wait for the next one so I can record more episodes. I can't wait for week 6. I told you week 5 was going to be more intense than week 4. This game just keeps getting better and better. But anyway, I'm going to stop right here, so thank you, my healers, for joining me on this adventure. Feel free to give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't get on my bitter side.